But this entire area once had soft, almost marshy soil. To start building here, they would have to empty out all the land and then fill it up again. This would mean nearly 2 lakh cubic meters of soil would have to be taken out and then replaced with 3 lakh cubic meters of soil. If heaped up, that would be 4,000 feet of soil, nearly as high as a 16-story building. Engineers had to frantically rack their brains and come up with a solution. What they came up with was a C-shaped depot, the only one in the world. The shape of the depot had another implication, a far more important one than mere constraint of the space. There would be only one point of entry and exit of the trains from the depot to the main line. The diamond-shaped crossing that had been designed would have to be most perfectly maintained depot in the country. Any blockage here would clog the entire system and throw everything out of gear. And this was the spot where central supporting pillar would have to be built. But building here would be impossible without stopping traffic. It would be as impossible as performing an open heart surgery without stopping the heart. In a cable-stayed bridge, two massive Y-shaped towers on either side would have steel cables coming down to the center, providing support from the above to the portions of structure where the central pillar was missing below. Concrete by its nature generates heat, and when it comes to large quantities of concrete, temperatures can rise, causing the concrete to become unstable. For the cable-stayed bridge, the foundation had to be very strong. Usually the pillar had a depth of 2 meters, but since these side pillars had to be extra strong to compensate for the missing middle pillar, they were deepened to 5 meters, which required about 130 truckloads of concrete. With the concentration of so much concrete at one place, the temperature began rising, almost hitting 80 degrees centigrades. So the engineers came up with a unique idea. Large pipes were wrapped around the columns under the ground, and ice-cold water was flushed continuously for 21 days till the temperatures came down to an acceptable temperature of 38 degrees. The bridge was built from both sides by monster machines called form travelers. Each of these were about 40,000 kgs heavy, the weight of 10 African elephants, and they were mounted over an already cast concrete segment which had to bear the weight of it. So it was essential that the built part was extremely sturdy. If it collapsed, it could be fatal for the cars below. The height required for the metro corridor from the ground was 9 meters, but with a changed plan, now they would have to work with 8 meters. The design would have to be redone from scratch. After a lot of brainstorming, they came up with a solution, a steel truss bridge. This would be a more expensive option, but would save them 1 meter of precious depth. The footbridge, which connected the east to the west, would be used. Pipelines would be laid along the length of the footbridge and down to the spot where the piers would be built. The concreting would have to happen within 4 hours, and once started, it could not be stopped.